What's going on, guys? In this video, steroids, physiques are just off and unbalanced. They're unaesthetic. Alright, it drives me crazy, especially when people think that we can't tell when they're natural or when they're lying about their natty status. Some people will post things and say natural bodybuilding or 10 years natural training, but clearly you can't tell when a body is not natural and is enhanced. Trust me, I can see it. I can see it from a mile away when someone is lying and someone is enhanced, alright? And the reality is that enhanced physiques are not even pleasing to the eye. They're unaesthetic, they're unbalanced, they're off. They are off. You don't get the same results with a peaked natural body as opposed to someone that took PEDs, took steroids. And I see it in many cases where someone will jump on PEDs and ruin his body. Ruin his body, trust me, ruin his body, because when you're natural, everything is growing together. You have a good training plan, of course, you have a good split where everything is balanced, is growing together. Your traps, your calves, your biceps, your chest, your back, if you're hitting them with the right intensity, everything is kind of flowing together. As soon as you take PEDs, there are some muscles that basically react better than others, let's just put it that way. And we can see it. I have never taken steroids, but we can see it. The traps, the rear delts, the shoulders, all right? What else? Some people, the neck, the forearms. I think the calves also is something that really reacts well to steroids, but what it causes is that others don't react as well. And this creates an imbalance. It's like if it doesn't flow as well together. It's like if one muscle got 10 levels extra and the other one only got 2. And it does create an imbalance. And I see it all the time. I used to have a client a long time ago and he was on PEDs and he was lying to me about it. And just by looking at his body, it was obvious. The shoulders, bodybuilder stage shoulder, but the chest, weak chest, weak back, huge arms, but very weak back, very weak legs, quads were very weak, but calves were good, forearms were good, the neck was insane, the traps were ridiculous. The traps, this guy had the craziest traps I've ever seen, but yet no chest. It's like, bro, something is not right, something is not balanced. And if you've been doing it for years naturally to build those traps or those shoulders, how come you are not able to build that chest? All right, it's like someone opening a business and he's been in business, he's been owning a McDonald's store for, I don't know, 50 years, and he's been doing it for 50 years, and he started it from scratch and he built it up himself. He knows how to put the burger, assemble it, he knows how to put the pickles, and he knows how much ketchup he should put, right? Because he started from the bottom and built up. All right, it starts from the bottom and you build it up, and you know everything about it. So that's why people, when they train for a long time naturally, they know everything about a lot of little things that someone that is enhanced, it's like if I just handed you a key to a McDonald's store and now you're the boss, you're the owner, but you've never really touched that burger. You're enjoying the kind of outlook of being that boss and having that little thing that you can look at and be like, whoa, it looks good. But you don't really what goes inside the details of starting it from the bottom. I mean, it's just an analogy, but it's just to tell you guys, like, if you're that jacked to build those shoulders, I see it a lot of times. Dudes walking with huge shoulders and arms. The chest is mini. If you're that jacked to build that shoulder, then you should be smart enough to build a big chest and a big set of quads and wheels. You know what I mean? I never buy Red Bull, but I was walking and there was those cars that were giving free Red Bull. So I'm like, hey, I want a sugar-free one. And the girl gave it to me. She told me it's your lucky day. So it is my lucky day. Every day is my lucky day. Every day we're alive. Every day we're healthy. We wake up. It's just blessed to be here and grateful. So yeah, guys, the natural body, everything comes up together. And yeah, you might have some genetically strong bodies and weak body part. For me, it's the calves. I can't grow them as much. They are looking disproportionate, but again, the calves is a big one that a lot of people experience, and it's the most genetics muscle. But if you look at my chest, my shoulders, my arms, my back, my lats, my quads, my hamstrings are coming up as well, but everything is kind of at the same level. Maybe one is 8, let's say, if we want to give numbers. One is 8, the other one would be 7.5, the other one would be 8.2. You know what I mean? They're all flowing together, but someone enhanced, the body just doesn't look aesthetic. You want to look like a Greek god? Well, stay natural and do it the natural way. And trust me, the flow that you'll get and the balance will just be aesthetic to the eyes. I look at a natural body and I'm aesthetically pleased. I'm like, wow, this guy, the shoulders, everything. I have a friend, his name is Sammy. So I don't think he watches my videos, but he used to train at the gym I train at, and he's just looking at him, I'm like, wow, bro, your body is just amazing. It's insane. The guy been doing it naturally for years, maybe longer than me. And even people that go to the gym, people that are enhanced, they would look at him and they just stop and they admire because he just have an amazing body, and because he's not the biggest guy. I'm probably bigger than him, but the way all his muscles are symmetrical is just amazing, and it's a masterpiece. And you won't get that with an enhanced body. You will just not. You will not. So that's the first thing. Second thing is when you take PEDs and you stop, you build those tissues, you've got that muscle, but then you stop taking PEDs and maybe you stop working out as much. It's just becomes so unaesthetic. Or even if you keep working out, I see some dudes that I can tell that they took a cycle back in the days, because the way once you take one cycle once, it's like if your muscle, your DNA changes. And I don't know how to explain it, but it's like if you can't get that natural look anymore. You keep getting that rear delt popping, but it's not as if the muscle is there. It's a weird look. It's a weird look. So that's it, guys. Stay natural. Do it the natural way. And stop with the, oh, I reached my natural limits. You haven't, bro. You think you reach your natural limits? Keep doing it for 10 more years and trust me, you will see the progress. It might be slower, but it doesn't mean that you reach your peak natty. Are you mastering your training? Are you making sure you're recovering, your diets, your meals? Are you doing it for long enough? Are you changing things up? Don't compare yourself with social media 20-year-olds that are ready to step on stage because they took PEDs and they transformed in 6 months. That's not your case, all right? Keep going at your own pace, and trust me, eventually it will pay off. It's like investing. You don't want to go for that jackpot and get the 200% results and upside in 2 days, but then lose it all after. You want to really build something that will last forever, something aesthetic, and something that is good to have, takes time to have, all right? You're building a skyscraper from the foundation up, and it's not going to happen in 2 days, all right? So take your time, and trust me, the longer you stay in this game, the more rewarding it gets. And do it the natural way, my brothers. Trust me, the physique that you'll get is going to be aesthetic, and it will turn eyes. And not only because it will turn eyes, it's just because it's an accomplishment to have. I always admired those kind of Greek soldiers or the Spartans or gladiators' body in the movies, because they're not like the steroids juiced up guys that are like all disproportionate, looking like a freaking Dorito shape, you know, Dorito, like a chips. Like the wide shoulder, I mean, it's too much going on, you know? I love the CrossFit bodies. I don't know if you guys are into CrossFit. Hey, you know what? I used to hate CrossFit, but now that I look more and more at CrossFit is pretty cool. A lot of, I mean, the form can get better, but their bodies are insane. For me, the best body is the CrossFit body. The best body. Look at it. Look how aesthetic these guys are. What was his name? I don't even know, man. But yeah, I don't know their names, but those guys look insane. Insane. And that's the body we should try for. The CrossFit body. Maybe the way they're training is not that bad, you know? They do a lot of pull-ups, a lot of push-ups, a lot of squats, the back squats, front squats. Like CrossFit have something that I I'm intrigued about it. I want to look more into it. And yeah, that's it for this video, guys. Keep it natural. And I know you'll tell me, yeah, there's some CrossFitters that are not natural. I know that. But I like the way they look. I'll see you guys soon. Ciao.